What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode. My name is Form. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is episode 107, 108. I don't know. Anyways, triple digits still, because we don't go back in time. Ladies and gentlemen, something absolutely wild happened recently on stream that if I would have said, hey, this happened on stream. Can you guess what happened? You would never guess this. You would probably say, oh, maybe like a 100 sub bomb or a giant raid or you won all your games that day, stuff like that. No. Ladies and gentlemen, I was playing Marvel Rivals because, yes, I'm slightly addicted to the game. I don't want to say fully addicted, but I have said that if I had potentially a substance use addiction, that Marvel Rivals would probably kick that. It would definitely take over on its own. So with that being said, playing Marvel Rivals, and this was during Thursday's daytime stream, and it was about 3 in the afternoon, and we're just playing. And I've been maining Namor, or as I like to call him, Namor, which I think most people call him Namor, but Aquaman, villain, if you guys don't know. In the game, you throw spears and you get to use octopi, and it's really fun. It's really cool. And you have a giant whale as an ult, so that's pretty dope. Anyways, been enjoying the character. I've been maining him for quite some time now, and out of nowhere, someone chats in, and this guy says, hey there, do you main Namor? Do you main Namor? And I was like, yeah, I've been playing Namor quite a bit. He's like, oh, cool. I'm the voice actor for Namor in the game. And so, anybody could come in. First time chatter, obviously not someone that's been around before. You don't know who they are, where they come from, what hole in the ground they're actually crawling out of. And he's like, no, I really am. And he said he's also 6'3". So I had to start believing him because I'm also 6'3". And that's pretty important for me to not, call someone out on a bluff when they say they're 6'3", because I know they're probably saying the truth. I'm like, okay, I don't know. I'm not sure. So then all of a sudden he's like, let me try and get in your Discord and I'll prove it. I was like, okay, cool. So he doesn't come in with like much of an ego or anything like that. We're all sitting there kind of like, I'm still playing the game. I'm in the middle of a game. I'm like, okay, all right, cool. All right, maybe he is, maybe he's not. He's having some issues getting the Discord. Finally gets in the Discord. We're actually in an open channel playing the game with 3 other teammates, and he joins the voice call. And he starts talking, and he explains like, yeah, I voice Namor in Marvel Rivals, and I also voice Gus in Call of Duty. I was like, wow, this is crazy. So a random person just comes to my stream, claims to be the voice actor for character, a hero in Marvel Rivals, one of the, if not the most like popular new game right now that's been taking a lot of people by storm. We've already talked about that a couple episodes ago, but also Call of Duty, one of the most famous first-person shooter games out there. So he starts, talking, and he says he's been acting for 20 years. This was like a huge break for him, and he's really humbled that he got this opportunity. He goes on to talk a little bit about himself, but at the end of the day, we're like, okay, where's these lines at? Throw us some lines. He starts talking, and he starts throwing out the lines that you hear in the game. It is exactly the same. He is him. He is the guy. And we're all throwing it back. Chat was throwing it back. The people I was playing with were throwing it back. I'm in the middle of this game, this ranked game. And I've got the whole game muted so I could hear him properly. And, and try to play, try to listen to him. But he throws the lines out there. The guy is him. It was out of absolutely nowhere. So I'm just like, how the heck does this even happen, right? So we start talking, and he explained how he loves Marvel Rivals, obviously. He voices Namor. So, and he started kind of streaming himself a little bit recently. Obviously not his main gig, so he's just doing it for fun, but he started, and he said that he likes to go around, find Marvel streamers, Marvel Rival streamers, and whoever's playing Namor, He likes to lurk a little bit, check out the vibes and stuff. And he just comes out here and he says he did not have to say any of this, but he said some really nice, kind words about myself as a streamer. He said the vibes in here are really good. I lurked for quite a while. I don't want to just chat in and start saying stuff if the vibes are not it. And yeah, so he starts chatting it up, and then here we are in a call with him, and I felt like it was an interview with a famous person, you know? I felt like I was in an interview with the famous guy, and he's got his kid. He loves the show Bluey. He's got a 2.5-year-old, just like really down to earth, and I was not expecting this from what which were just playing a game. We're just literally playing a game and streaming. It was near the end of my stream as well. Like I said, it was around 3:00, and we usually always end around 3:30 on the daytimes. And yeah, so he just comes out and shares this awesome talent with us. Like I said, he voices a guy, and he also shared a couple lines from Gus from Call of Duty. I wasn't as familiar with that guy because I've never Call of Duty. The voice lines, I'm not into it. Like I don't pick a person based on who they are. I guess whenever I've played, it's just always been like kind of default guy. But yeah, so this happens and he joins the Discord and stuff, and I haven't chatted with him yet since. I imagine he's a busy guy, but I literally explained, and he followed the channel and stuff, and I literally explained to the community, I was like, this guy comes in and he's the voice actor, which anybody would probably fanboy over any voice actor in a game. Imagine the voice actor of the person you play coming into your stream and being like, yeah, that's me. That's my voice. I think for me, it hits so much harder because I've always talked with the community about how people have told me that I have this voice, that I do these different types of voices, accents, sound effects that I would be useful in terms of like a voice actor position, perhaps. And I've always kind of had this fun idea of being a voice for a character in a movie, an animated movie, something like that. I think it would be insanely fun. And then a voice actor comes in and shares his talents and all that kind of. So I think it resonated with me a little bit more than it might have most, but also super cool nonetheless. I think at the end of the day, he did not have to say a single thing. He could have just watched stream, been like, "Oh, this guy really good at Namor. Oh, he's really bad at Namor. I voice that guy. Cool." And then just dip out. He didn't have to chat in. He didn't have to say what he does or who he is. He didn't have to join the Discord. He didn't have to join a call. He didn't have to say the nice things he did. He didn't have to share anything about his own little life that he's got going on, and just super humbling. And I don't know. So this happens. I'm just really taken aback by it all that it actually did happen. But the other thing is, I was also sitting here and I'm like, anything could happen while you're live. And this kind of brings up this little tiny topic of like, yeah, anything could happen while you're streaming. I've streamed for 4.5 years. I've had some insane moments of just people coming in that were in my eyes really like famous or something like that. Meeting people in game, like being on Tim the Tatman's team in Warzone. Big raids, big gifts, massive support, emotional moments, awesome gaming moments. And it just made me realize that some of these days that you stream, and the majority of these days that you stream, nothing really, I guess I'm using quotation marks if you can't see, but I'm insane. Nothing insane may happen for many of those days. So you just sit there and you're like, okay, that was a good stream. Nothing crazy happened, but it was great. It was fun. I'm having fun. And then one of these days, something crazy happens. And it really made me think of when he said, I've been lurking for a bit and I always check out the vibes before I even like chat in, or even if I want to follow or anything like that, which I know a lot of people do. It just made me realize that you have no clue in a matter of, let's say on average, let's take a 5-6 hour stream, right? That's a long time for a lot of different people to come in and hang out. And it only takes someone, I know it takes me anyways, like maybe like 10-15 seconds for me to sit in a stream and be like, oh yeah, this is something where I want to see more, a little bit more, like, maybe I want to chat in more. Or it's like, no, this is not for me. This is not my vibe type thing, right? Like it doesn't take that long. So for him to just kind of do that and be lurking, and I have no clue of this, right? And I kind of consider it the same as when I applied for Twitch Partner back in the day. We had Twitch staff hanging out in the stream. Like, you don't know that they're there. Especially people who have names that are super not like this guy didn't. His name is not name or voice actor. It's just it's Danger, something like that, right? So they're just like you never know who's sitting there watching your stream. So I guess if this is like a bit of a message to anybody that is a new streamer or a regular streamer, always try your best to be on your game, and I even have some difficulty with that sometimes because some days things are happening and you're late maybe and this and that and you got a leaky pipe and your faucet's leaking and your toilet's plugged up because you had Taco Bell the night before and then you just didn't fix it. Now it smells like shit in your house and all this kind of stuff. Sometimes the days get the best of you, but it's really important to realize that when you're on camera and you are streaming, you are live. There's no breaks. You whatever you say is what you say, and whatever people see is what they see, and what they hear is what they hear. But it's really important to realize that sometimes someone could be sitting in the background. I've gained partnerships this way out of nowhere. Like, it's just crazy what could happen when you just all of a sudden someone outs themselves being like, hey, I'm the voice actor for Namor. Hi. And you had no clue. So with that being said, at the end of the day, that happened this past week. I thought I'd share it with you. I hope you guys enjoy the little story. And if you were in the stream, thanks for being in there. But if you're not, it's a heck of a time and you never know what could happen. So that being said, I really appreciate you guys listening to the podcast. Thanks for downloading it. Every Wednesday, 9 a.m. Eastern is when we release the new episodes. By we, I mean me, myself, and I. It's a big team here, but it's an important one. All right. We'll catch you next time. And as always, thanks for listening. Cheers.